Hello, this is my final presentation for themes in art and culture, or art history. This is reversed up here. I'm gonna send you the actual slideshow so it doesn't look weird there, but yeah. This is my presentation about a Sinufo mask, which I found on the Met website. This is called the Capelier. It is, like I said, a mask worn by Sinufo men, which is a tribe in what is now called the Ivory Coast, or Cote d'Ivoire. It was worn by men during ceremonies of initiation into Poro society. It has many feminine qualities in the structure of the face and the patterns of scarification on the mask. And I can go back here just to highlight some of those. You'll notice the scarring on the cheeks, the dark black shiny coloring. This is usually a wood carving. Sometimes I'll have inlaid brass or bronze. And then also some sort of zoomorphic or spiritual elements are also inlaid. So all these feminine qualities are meant to connect the wearer with supernatural forces. In fact, there's actually a lot of times a third eye placed here, which, according to a source that I read, symbolizes the female vulva and connects the wearer with femininity and motherhood in that way. But in general, in the structure of Sinufo society, this mask and the ceremony in which it is worn and how they perform that ceremony is very feminine, and that is essential to this culture because it is understood that in this culture, masculinity and femininity are two sides of the same coin. In the divine order of things, there is duality in all things. So, talking a little bit about the Sinufo people, this is an amalgamation of tribes in what is now known as the Ivory Coast, as I said. We were talking about the wood carvers and blacksmiths, the artists who created this piece. A lot of times these pieces will be used for ceremonial use and to connect with the spiritual world. So, like I said, femininity is revered and seen as complementary to masculinity in the social, natural, and spiritual worlds. This pairing and the general idea of duality is essential to the Sinufo concept of reality. And I want to talk a little bit about Anita J. Glaze, the person whose source I mainly used for this project. Anita J. Glaze is a researcher, author, collector who has been in the field studying African art for many years and has publications going back to 1964. The specific source that I used for this one was called Dialectics of Gender Identity in Sinufo Culture, in which Anita J. Glaze actually went to the Ivory Coast and spent time with these people, witnessing the ceremonies, talking with the elders, the members of Poro society, and connected with it in that way. So, yeah, that is Anita J. Glaze. She actually speaks some of the dialects native to that region. I remember reading that on one of the websites. Yeah, that's my project. It's not much, but it's something. It counts for A grade, and yeah.